So my next one. So what's interesting is funny. I started off watching.
And then I have one more, which will go much faster.
Um, so my next one is Days of Thunder.
Hold on a minute. Don't you think we ought to talk?
What, about how I'm gonna run? Sure.
About how you managed to live as long as you have.
Think you can drive?
Well, we can drive. He can drive beyond the limits of the tires, the engine, the car, anything else.
There's nothing I can't do with the race car.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. There's only so much I can do.
You want me to work the pit and you drive?
You run good?
Thank you.
We'll see how you do in a crowd.
He's desperate to get your attention.
You got it. I've walked into a jungle.
Come up here and do it. I'll take you to a race.
Really, I can't. I'm a doctor. I'm a call.
Think your driving can improve?
I'll take your word for what a car can do, but I'm not taking anybody's word for what I can do.
I don't want you to hold a bad opinion of Cole. I believe it scares him. He needs reassurance from you that he's okay.
Starring Tom Cruise. And,
No relation to Days of Future Past.
No relation to that. And a much better movie. Significantly better movie. I first started watching this on Netflix, but it was hard to understand because it's got Robert Duvall and he's got a really thick Southern accent, and the audio mixing was bad, so I was having trouble understanding what he was saying. And for whatever reason, Netflix didn't have English subtitles. It had like every other language imaginable, but it did not have English subtitles. And I was like, what the fuck? But thankfully, this is also on Paramount Plus, so I switched over to Paramount Plus. And Paramount Plus did have subtitles. Also, I meant to do this rant last week. I'm going to do this rant now. Crave, you are on my shit list. Because Crave, when I'm paying you $20+ a month, I don't want to watch ads on my shit. I'm paying you money for there not to be ads. So when I click on a thing that's like the CTV free thing, it should automatically recognize that I'm a paying customer, and it should automatically skip the ads. The fact that I'm watching ad breaks, I'm watching 6 to 7 ad breaks on a fucking movie when I'm paying you people is fucking atrocious, and you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. No other streaming service does this. Get your shit together, Crave. Get your shit together. Put it in a knapsack. Get all your shit, and put it in a
Modulate.
I don't
Get
care.
it together.
I don't care what you do. You just have to get it together. Get your shit together. Days of Thunder. This movie's really good. It's legit. It's really I wasn't expecting much from it going into it. So it's basically Robert Duvall is a mechanic / pit captain or whatever for this particular guy. And Randy Quaid goes to him and is like, you should do racing again because you're really good at it. And Robert Duvall's like, I don't want to do racing again because the last guy that did racing for me died. And they find Tom Cruise. And Tom Cruise is a young upstart driver who's arrogant and whatnot. And they bring him on. And initially, he doesn't know what he's doing because he knows nothing about NASCAR. And Robert Duvall keeps saying all of this lingo and Tom Cruise is like, I don't know what any of this means. And they eventually develop a bond, like a father-son bond. And this movie is basically Top Gun, but with cars. It's made by the same people.
Is that a bad thing?
Only if you don't like Top Gun. If you don't like Top Gun, you're not really jived by this. But it's made by the same people. It's produced by Jerry Bruckheimer and directed by the same guy. Stars Tom Cruise. There's instead of Val Kilmer, he's friends with Michael. His gay relationship is with Michael Rooker. Initially, he starts off, he doesn't like Michael Rooker, but him and Michael Rooker, Michael Rooker, Michael Rooker, by the way, if you don't know him by name, is Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, that's Michael Rooker. Initially, him and Tom Cruise like rival drive racers, and then they get into a big old car crash, and while they're recovering, they become friends or whatever. And Tom Cruise makes a full recovery, but he crashed a car, so he gets back in the car and he's scared now because he crashed a car, and
I definitely can't relate to that at all.
and
I don't.
Tom or Michael Rooker, he can't get medically cleared because he's got like a brain injury of some sort, and so he asks Tom Cruise to drive his car to maintain his sponsors, but Tom Cruise can't do it because his confidence has been shaken, and every time he and this is where that I don't know enough about NASCAR to talk about this comes in, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. Surely NASCAR has rules, right?
One would think,
So like a
yes.
huge part of this movie is
Them trying to murder each other?
Carrie Elwes shows up. Dr. Gordon from Jigsaw shows up as Randy Quaid sets up another racing team that he also owns, but it's a rival racing team to Tom Cruise, and he keeps trying to like crash into Tom Cruise. Like he's like, yeah, man, I don't think he should have come back, and if he does catch up to me, I'm gonna ram him into the wall. And he like keeps trying to ram him into the wall and crash him and cause him to have a big spin out. But like that feels like that should be against the rules. Like especially because you could kill somebody if you did that. That feels like if you ram somebody into the wall and they crash and become seriously injured, that feels like you should be liable to that. It feels like
Certainly
that should
disqualified.
be right. It feels like that should be against the rules.
Like
should it
I
not?
don't know about liable, because I feel like in order to join this high stakes, this high
You'd
octane
have to
competition,
sign a
you
waiver.
would probably have to sign a waiver. But certainly you would think that one of the rules in the labor, like one of the things in the thing that you're signing would be like that you're agreeing to adhere to certain rules and conditions
Right.
to be able to compete.
One of those
And
rules being
if you break those rules and conditions, you are disqualified.
right, like one of those rules being you're not allowed to like if an accident happens and you accidentally crash,
That's different.
because like the one thing I've learned is like these movies made points about shit that I've never even really thought about. Like obviously when you're doing in some cases in the Gran Turismo movie, the big climax is they're doing a 24-hour race. If you're racing at 200 miles an hour, your tires are gonna burn. So like, and if you burn your tires, they're gonna melt and you're gonna slip out and you're gonna skid. And that's what happens in this movie. He runs his car too hard, so he melts his tires.
Yeah, that's why they have pit stops.
Right, exactly. And shit like that I've never really put much mind to. But yeah, I was like, wait, surely like this movie also makes it look like, and I don't watch enough NASCAR to know if this is true or not, but like in almost every race, there's like a 5-6 car pileup randomly that he has to navigate his way through. And I'm like, surely in like non-movie context, when it comes to NASCAR, crashes are rare, right? Movies like this
I
make
would
them
have
seem
to,
like
yeah,
they're
I would have to
frequent,
assume.
right? Right?
I would assume that in regular NASCAR races that yeah, you don't see them that often, because I mean, how do you raise the stakes in a movie like this other than having a
You
bunch
have a
of
crash,
crashes,
exactly,
right?
exactly. And it is otherwise a fairly like yeah by the numbers sports drama movie, but it's good. Like Tom Cruise is really good. He's charismatic. And the only bit is he's charismatic when he's with the dudes, but
The dude,
dudes there's more than one dude. Oh yeah, also
no, Justin, there's only one dude.
um
He's played by Jeff
he's played
Bridges.
by Jeff Bridges. John C. Riley is also in this. He's the son of the driver who died. He's also in Tom Cruise's pit crew. But whenever he's with Guy, there's quite a funny bit where they've won the big race, one of the big races or whatever, and they convince I think it's a stripper. Pretty sure it's a stripper. But they play a prank on Tom Cruise where they get the truck gets pulled over and he effectively gets molested by a lady cop. And so he when he's in the hospital getting checked out, he thinks because the doctor is super pretty, he thinks that it's another prank. And so she comes in and he like puts her hand on his groin or whatever and he's like, I know what
Oh
you're here for.
no.
And Robert Duvall's like they're all dying laughing. And Robert Duvall's like, dude, I wouldn't play a prank on you in such a serious situation. And so later on he has to like but it's she's played by the weird part is she, and do you know who Nicole Kidman is by name?
I know the name.
Oh, the only thing I can think.
I think she was in that witch movie that I watched.
Yes, she's also in the Golden Compass. She is the blonde. What's her face?
Yeah, Mrs. Coulter.
Yeah, Mrs. Coulter. She's Mrs. Coulter in the Golden Compass movie. She's from Australia. She's Australian. I don't know if you know that.
Really?
Yeah, she's Australian.
She is. Yeah.
So in
yeah,
this
she
movie,
is.
she's got her Australian accent, and it was weird. It took me like way too long to realize it was Nicole Kidman. I was like, oh, that's Nicole Kidman with an Australian accent. That's weird. And her and Tom Cruise are supposed to be a romantic couple, and like Tom Cruise and any woman, their chemistry, in my opinion, is terrible. It's just not good.
Oh, right. She was also in Just Go With It.
Yes, she was. Yes, but yeah, oh yeah, she's the rival. What's her face is Jennifer Aniston's rival, whatever, friend, whatever that they're trying to.
And she's in Paddington.
Yes, she is. She's the evil chick from
She's
Paddington.
been in a lot of
But
things.
anyway, her and Tom
Very
Cruise's
popular actress.
her and Tom Cruise's chemistry is bad. Like there's a scene where they're in bed together post.
Coitus.
Thank you. Oh my god, they're in bed together post coitus. Thank you. And it's just the scene goes on for fucking ever, and it's awful, and it's like not hot. It's just awkward, and their back and forth is not very good. But like, yeah, this was the one where I'm like, yeah, the watching them drive is not very interesting because it's like full shot of the car, full shot of the back of the car, medium close up of the car, and then cut to Tom Cruise wearing a helmet, and you can barely see his face. And it's just not very, but for the most part. But by the end of it, the chemistry between Tom Cruise and Robert Duvall have amazing chemistry in this movie. It's so good. And like by the end of this movie, you're so invested in him succeeding and winning that you don't even notice that the racing doesn't look in my opinion, doesn't look exceptionally great. Robert Duvall is so good in this. I always joke and say he's the guy you get when Robert De Niro isn't available. R.I.P. He passed away. R.I.P. But I think this is the most I've ever seen him smile in a movie, ever. Like he smiles and is joking. His back and forth with Tom Cruise is honestly really good. There's a really funny. Do you know that Tom Cruise runs weird? Have we ever joked about that? How Tom Cruise can't run?
I think so.
Yeah. We when we saw in our personal lives when we watched Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, I know we made fun of the fact that he runs like this. Well, really funny. There's several really funny bits where Robert that feel improvised. That feel unscripted, where Robert Duvall's like, I could beat you in a race, and Robert Duvall goes to like run and like is outrunning Tom Cruise, and they're both like the final shot of the movie is both of them in a foot race running, and they both run like total morons. It's delightful.
Like
it's
goofballs.
so good, yeah. And this was one of those ones where, like you just said with Speed, was a genuine surprise. Like this was one of those ones that I've seen in lists of like greatest movies of all time, of like best movies, where I'm like
heard that it was as good.
Yeah, and you're like, surely this
is it?
can't be. Yeah, exactly. You're like, surely I don't like NASCAR movies. So like surely I'm not gonna dig this. And there were several moments where I nearly cut it. Like I nearly cut it for Gran Turismo, and I nearly swapped it for Gran Turismo. And I'm so glad I didn't, because I had so much fun with this, and it definitely made me reevaluate my like of it. Maybe I will watch a NASCAR race once just for fun. Like it definitely had. Yeah, I was surprised by how much I liked it. And that it's the kind of movie that makes me go like, I wouldn't have watched this if I didn't do this, and it makes me glad that I do this, because I would never have watched it if I didn't do this. And because I do this, I get to see shit that I would never.
It gives me the excuse to do it.
To see and do shit that I would never normally get to do. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey there, everybody. It's NCAR Justin here. Let me know down in the comments, have you seen Days of Thunder? Do you like a good old-fashioned NASCAR movie? Let me know your thoughts about this movie down in the comments down below. But in the meantime, if you'd like to see the full podcast of this from our Cars episode, you click the box on the left. But if you want to see a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, click the box on the right. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. We put new videos out 7 days a week. Or you can just leave this video a like. That helps us out too. We will see you all in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.